everyone. Sorry I'm late. I've been trying to get everything prepared and ready to go, and for the most part I did. So it should go smoothly. Anyway, let's see here. Let me get over. Oops. Shut up, Aaron. Okay. Who do we have here? Hey, Misty. Hey, Sarah. Hi, April. Hey, Claire. Hey, Shannon. Mrs. Cassandra. Rarely Care. Grace Case. How are you guys doing? Do I have requests? I don't know what that means. But anyway, so past few days, well, several days anyways, I as you all know, Nonsense put out a few videos, and I recorded a response to it, but something got fucked up in my recording, so I would have had to do like most of it over again, and I just didn't really feel like doing it. But I didn't want to leave things unaddressed. And hi there, Kat. Hi. I think Kitty want to come over and say hi. Did you want to come over and say hi? Come here. Want to come say hi? Here we go. Say hi. Okay. So I thought, well, really anything that I can do quick and easy is not going to satisfy what I think needs to be said and put out there. So I'm going to have to put the time, energy, and effort into grabbing the shit, the receipts, if you will. So I did. Now, first I'm going to play some clips of her recent stream here where she lied her ass off. And then I will show you how she lied. So, for behavior, I will do my best. I don't know what that means. For behavior. I don't know. I'll be a bitch. Even that's you can be a bitch at times. I mean, I don't know what it means. Oh, you mean for the chat? Oh, I think I know what you're getting at. Okay, so here's the deal. I no doubt that some people anyways, will probably come in here after being in Nikki's chat stream or stream chat, whatever there, and want to continue or try to incite, something, or I don't know. I'm not going to be paying a whole lot of attention to chat. Well, I mean, I'm going to be watching it, but I'm not going to be addressing much because I'm here to say something and I'm here to show something. Only after that, if people are here to ask questions, will I then address them. If you have questions about the things I'm sharing, then that's one thing. But if you want to try and bring the conversation over to something else, I'm going to ignore you until I'm done. So I guess that's my request. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's get started, because if I actually sit here and show everything that I went and grabbed, I could be here a long fucking while. But I'm going to try and pick my battles, if you will, because like I prepared like little videos for each example and shit. And I got like maybe a quarter way through the list, and I had like 12 little videos. Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to pick my battles here. Well, yes and no. Like if they have any questions about the things I'm addressing, then that's one thing. But if they want to ask me questions about Vada or about anything discussed over on Nikki's stream, yeah, no, I'm not. That's gonna have to wait. So that's all. But thank you for asking. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna start here with the recent video of hers where I heard the most lies, and it's kind of amusing too in a way of how they come about. I don't know. I think it. So this stream is from her of All of the Nonsense channel from December 14th, so a few days ago, like 4 days ago now. I think that one's. Yep. Okay. So here I want to start.
that you have never been outside of your state. You were
Oh,
super concerned about leaving Kansas or going to Kansas for your TRO hearing because you.
I just want to say I never revealed the state, and I'm not confirming or denying that that's a state. So I just want to point that out, make that clear, because I don't feel the need to do that. So it's, yeah. Anyway, and I'm not going to be addressing the things that she's saying about me in this here like that. Maybe another time, but for now, this is about her.
You've never left your little bubble. Bitch, go leave your little bubble. If I'm taking up that too much time in your head, go live your life. Go do something. Because you're never going to get it. There's nothing. There is nothing. I just realized she tags me on this channel constantly too. Fucking weird as hell. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's one thing if I was doing content
okay, we're
on
gonna go back a little bit.
That you have never been outside of your state. You were super, and I have still never watched a single stream of hers. Still, I've seen clips of hers. We went and looked at her channel as a group. That was the first time, and I clicked through some of her stuff. Other than that, I have never even watched her. But that one needs, she needs some detox off of Becky. Go live your life. I heard you in a clip somebody posted. I don't even remember who posted it. And I never brought Aaron up. Any what to do with. I don't even know what to do with it. Oh, I'm not doing anything with it. Anybody can tell you. Anybody that I'm friends with on here can tell you I've never brought Aaron up to them. Not once. If we talk about Aaron, it's because they said, hey, this one did this or something. Never once have I brought her up. So yeah, walked in my door. It is just fucking odd.
I'm gonna make a few notes as we go here.
Hold on. Kenzie's got the hi, pretty girl. Are you ready to go? Okay. Is this You guys want to see? Look at this. Okay, so this is what I'm wearing. Look at what Kenzie's wearing. Are we twinning? I guess. Okay.
Look at what I got for socks on.
That wasn't even planned out either. Oh, you guys want to see her socks? Hold on. Let me turn you around. Let me turn you around. The little sister. Right? I know. I'm like, wait, what are you wearing? Should I change? Okay. Like, you could ask Kyle or Kenzie who the hell they are. Oh, I didn't know that, Feisty. I didn't know that at all. See, I don't know any of these people. It's just fucking weird.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's just fucking weird. All of this shit is so weird to me. It's weird. No, you're fine. That's the baby. The baby. Dressing just like her mama.
I didn't see you this morning.
Which one, Britt? I can't tell you if the one's boring or not because I don't fucking watch her. Do you know who Aaron is? Have you ever heard me mention anybody by the name of Aaron?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard me mention a channel by the name of KCG? Or not KCG, EKC. KCG's in the comments.
EKC sometimes, yeah.
KC will suck. Yeah. Do you know that person's name is Aaron? And Ken's around all the time. What do you know about EKC people suck, Kenzie?
Nothing.
Nothing. I don't know nothing. That's funny. But anyway, you catching what she's saying here, though?
No.
It's just Jay's not confused. Yeah, that's really sad. Doug. He died of heart. Something went wrong with his heart.
Casey said, my name is Kira.
Kira. EKC. I know. I was thinking KCG because she's in the comments, and then EKC. EKC. I couldn't tell you if she's boring or not because I never watched her. She's just got a little obsession with Becky, and it's fucking weird as hell. But we are going to talk about two top travesties. Tickets for downfall. Poor baby whiny bitch.
I wore my retainers last night. My teeth hurt so bad.
Do they? Kenzie's got you guys now in her hands, in the palm of her hands. A lot of on panel that I've never even seen before in this one.
Hi, Starry.
I don't even know who half these people are. There was people she brought up on panel that I've never even seen before in this one. Like, I don't pay attention to that fucking group. And if I hear one more goddamn time from anybody that I'm working on behalf of or for Katie Joy, I'm gonna freaking dunk a bunch of heads.
People still think you're for Katie.
They think I'm friends. Yeah, I don't even like her.
Do you even know her?
No, not at all. I can't stomach the content she does. She does content on like the Chrisleys and
Stay back 200 feet.
You would know some of these people. God, what is the Sister Wives?
Oh, yep.
She does content on Sister Wives.
Why? That's weird.
She does. I'm trying to think of what else she does. She basically does reality TV shit.
That's stupid.
Well, it's a big market.
Yeah,
there's a big market for reality TV.
Yeah, there's so many channels on it. It's
and I've never seen those people before either. That's how much I pay attention. Back and forth with her. I've never entertained her. Why would I start now? But after a year and a half of her doing content on me, like, come on now. I've never gone back and forth with her. I've never entertained her. Why would I start now? But after a year and a half of her doing content on me, like, come on now. Come on. You guys got bigger issues. But if you look back to the live that I supposedly threatened her, Veda, Tube Top Travesty, 17 times, the point was of that live was exactly pointing out what is happening right now. I tried warning her that she shouldn't be focused on or concerned what I had to say about her lies. you get threats like I've been getting. Hell yeah. If your dumbass wouldn't turn that into law enforcement, that's on you.
You're not gonna be happy until like just
watching this. If you're wondering why I never spoke up and said anything, it's because why would I? I mean, if they're going to give you that much credit, hell, it keeps them away from me.
Fun as hell, right?
that whole email thing, like just a Google Chrome extension.
But there is me.
No, KCG, I'm not
It
mad
was-
at all that and just let them track nothing to do with it through all of because she can't take criticism. I wanted no kept it clean, kept into somebody, just a word who has passed to me and show me who did it. Nope, sure as hell haven't. But they all saw it. They all know who was the one to bring it out. But do you think they ever were able to come to me and show me? No. I don't entertain shit like that. That's just not how I move. I never have.
Does it?
Wouldn't turn that into law enforcement. That's on you.
You're not gonna be happy until like
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
law involved.
So
Sure, go for it.
bad. EKC,
But this shit here on the side, the law involved. I mean, what?
hell yeah.
Oh my god! Like,
Fuck yeah. Yeah, you get death threats. You get threats like I've been getting. Hell yeah. If your dumbass wouldn't turn that into law enforcement, that's on you.
you're not gonna be happy. Was I muted for the whole time?
I mentioned it. Even in that Backwoods Barbie video, she mentions me numerous times.
Okay, so obviously I was muted there for a minute, but you heard what she said because you were able to hear her at least. You notice how she said though she paints this image, this picture, whatever. That what I was saying was, oh my god. So you got threats. You took those threats seriously. You actually reported them to law enforcement. Like, oh my god, you just want to suck the fun out of everything, Becky. You know, that's what she's trying to claim. I said that's not even what I was talking about at that point in time. Here's what I was actually talking about. Everything you are claiming that she has done, I guarantee. I'm sure she's done videos of you on you. I don't know how frequent or often, but sure she's done videos where she's talked about you. What are you doing now? What have you been doing for the majority of your time on YouTube? The same exact thing. We're allowed to talk about one another. We are allowed to do that. I don't know what to say. You can do any rebuttal videos you want if you think that information was wrong. Sure, go for it. But this shit here aside, the law involved. I mean, what? Oh my god! Like, you're not gonna be happy until like just like YouTube just is like a ghost town to like it's not fun anymore. Like you want to suck the fun out of everything. You do. I mean, this is no different than.
Every time she does a video, I mentioned in it. Even in that Backwoods Barbie video, she mentioned.
See, did you catch that? I mean, it's here. Let me play you what she claimed again.
He pretended to like you, Rock.
This is so weird.
Dustin.
No, it's not there. Law enforcement. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. So here's what she's saying. I said again, for those who might have missed it.
Wouldn't turn that into law enforcement. Hell yeah.
This shit, beside the law involved. I mean, what?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. Like,
Fuck yeah. Yeah. You get death threats. You get threats like I've been getting. Hell yeah. If your dumbass wouldn't turn that into law enforcement, that's all.
see, you can clearly see where my video ended and her video picks up. That's exactly the point in the video that she's commentating on. And you heard what I said before that. Where does she get, oh, you get threats against you, you get death threats, and you wouldn't report that? Yo, lady, who the fuck was talking that? Like, why these crazy manipulation tactics? Why are you trying to do that? But I digress. We're going to move on here to, we're going to just pick up something that she says about Unirock here.
She pretended to like Unirock. Pretended, you know why that she pretended? This tells us right here that we were telling the truth, right? She pretended to like Unirock, right? And pretended to like him because he was doing what benefited her. She's straight up admitting it right here.
Uni did nothing to benefit me. Actually, quite the opposite. That's why Uni got called out.
What other reason would she have to pretend to be his friend? Right?
What?
The only reason she even pretended to be his friend is so that he could do what he needed to do or what she wanted him to do to Letitia.
There was no pretending to be his friend.
Really?
We had no relationship. I've never had a conversation with Uni. Period. Point blank. That's here nor there. There was no pretend friendship. There was assumptions by people who have been a part of these groups forever. I'd never hung out with them like that. I talked to Navy and I talked to one of his other mods. That was it. This is wild to me.
And that
Okay,
will
so
accomplish.
we heard that.
And lie and deceive like
It
that.
says, I never pretended to be his friend. Never pretended. No. Like, and she's saying that she never even talked to him. That there's never like any, I don't know, like there's never any fakery there or whatever. Well, that's interesting because this is a new story, it would appear. So we're going to start here with my video one. So here we go. Now, I went back. Here's what I did. She's claiming to have never talked about us, me, whatever. Mostly me is what I'm focusing on here. But she's claiming to have never spoken of me, never watched my stuff. And her shit has nothing to do with me. Like nothing. She's never done any of these things regarding me. And I'm just crazy obsessed with her that I need Becky rehab. Like saying that just makes me laugh. Like that would be the most redundant rehab ever because like, everyone can quit Becky without a problem. Anyway, so here's the first video that I went back and started looking at some streams and I pulled some, I didn't look at every stream. I only looked at streams that had so many views to them and did not have a title of something else. So like she had a title of covering such and such court case or whatever. I didn't even bother looking at that one. Or if one had like 400 views, I didn't even bother looking at that one. Okay. So this isn't even every single stream. Okay. And even the ones where I did pull up, and some of them, my name was mentioned, I didn't pull every clip because some things just, who cares? You know, just her mentioning my name, I don't want to show. There's more to that here. So I want you to just keep that in mind when we go through all the shit. This one here is from October 28th, 2022. And I didn't really go back and look before this. I think maybe 1 week before this or something, but that's as far back as I went.
Because I don't have a fucking clue. EKC, you need a new hobby. Girl, for somebody with no face, you're pretty thirsty about nonsense, and nonsense is business. I wonder why that is. Anti-Katie, who's aligned themselves with Molly, not liking nonsense because nonsense tells the truth. And again, I'm just saying, because think about the people that are really coming hard for me. EKC, where does she come from? An anti-Katie community. EKC's chat. Mocha, if I'm going to go look, well.
Yeah, and this is just jumping from mention to mention to mention. So that's why you hear like the jumps and everything in it.
Somebody will already be in my inbox, I'm sure, when it's done, if that live's still up. I refuse to give that one a view. I absolutely cannot stand her. I don't know what it is. And it's because of her behaviors. Like, she talks about me being obsessed with Molly. Her asking.
For someone who can't stand to give me a view, you should know an awful lot about the shit I talk about. That's video one. Here's video two. This one is from November 11th, 2022.
Enough, guess who one of the first people to start emailing people about this article and try to paint it that it potentially could be Katie or Uni behind it? The antis, EKC. That's how I got into this.
I was the first person, period, to even discuss the article on a live stream. I was the first person to call parts of this article and shit into question, like the credibility of the sources and the sites and whatnot. I was the first person to do all of that. I didn't really point the finger too much at anyone until the second person started talking about it and started immediately pointing the finger at Molly and myself and whoever else. That's when I did that. So if simply being the first person to point the finger is guilt, well, then you guys are guilty as fuck.
I was one of their first targets. They tried to spin it that I was Katie or associated with Katie and still continue. Lori, I'm talking to you, aka Penelope. EKC, all of her other little cronies. And instead, because they can't shut me up, they're trying to get my information. They're trying to get support from other communities to help dox me. Even putting out there that I might be that Lolita chick. That's what they're doing. They know I'm not.
Do you think we see the proof of any of that? We don't. Come on now. So that's video two. Video three is from November 20th, 2022.
Oh, really boring, actually. A lot of you, again,
Sorry.
this level. Do something funny with your drama. You guys are all really boring, actually. A lot of you. Again, there's only certain. And please be clear, nonsense somehow is involved in like 8,000 different communities. So when I address people, it's really hard because it fits a lot of people, it seems. And usually I'm being very direct at somebody in particular. Like, there's a lady in my inbox by the name of Vada Snow. Shout out to Vada. You've been asking for it for a while. She comments on posts. She's in my inbox. She's like doing all this stuff, and she's hangs out with EKC. It's just fucking weird. And I'm like, who are you? Where did you come from? And how do you fit in?
It's video three. Not all of them are going to have something huge in them, but they're establishing a pattern. But for the most part, most of them do. Video four. This is from December 2nd, 2022.
EKC is losing her shit on Twitter. Shout out to the Clip channel.
She never talks about me though, y'all.
I love it when they just all get riled up. It's fun. How's everybody doing mental health wise? Because I think a lot of people are struggling. I'm seeing.
Erin's EKC's over on Twitter. She's losing her shit. I love it. I loved it for her. Hey, how's everyone doing, mental health wise? Because, a lot of people seem to be losing their shit and it's, troublesome, whatever. Like, you don't care. You don't care about mental health. You don't care about anyone losing their shit or whatever. No, because you just benefited from the fact that could possibly be happening to someone. You smiled. You caught some glee from that concept, the thought of that being true. But now you're all concerned and you care. Fuck off. So fake.
So much insanity popping off in every place. I'm really starting to think that people are, hey, Commander.
So weird. Okay. They say as we get up there in the higher numbers, they become more and more and more and more. This is from December 30th.
To see if I missed another flyer. It's Florida. It's what I. Yeah, I would like to know. Cherie, do you know who said that in confirmation? Because I haven't. Yeah, I was around way before that. Way before that. Did somebody ask that? I've been on YouTube or Facebook for a long, long fucking time. Kathy Peep. So EKC is dumb. She can't use a brain. So I've told her and everybody else repeatedly, like, what happened to my main page, why I wasn't posting on it. I started using my backup page because my main page got.
See, someone should tell Nonsense that simply just putting something out there in the void on YouTube is not telling someone something, because you're not speaking to that person. That person doesn't know to listen to you as you state those words. You are avoiding any kind of speaking to that person, in fact. So I never heard anything of this sort.
Stuck. It needed a 2-factor auth. Well, I guess I could. I don't know. I wonder if I could do that now. I'll try it again. But my main page got froze up because I had been reported so many times for outing stupid people. And then I had to use my backup channel. So I used that one.
Oh.
I've been around Facebook for.
She's I didn't even catch that before. She's wrong about that. She has 3 Facebook pages. And the one that she has claimed has been, shut down or whatever due to not having a password and 2-factor or whatever is the original one she had that's still titled CMC and Nonsense Holler or some shit like that. She has 2 of them called Nonsense on the web. Her main one now is the 2.0 one, but there's another one that just doesn't have the 2.0 on it. And that's the one sounds like she's trying to claim was possibly shut down by Facebook or something, but that's the one. I mean, maybe they both were, but
EKC just likes to run her mouth. Her mouth. EKC just likes to run her. She's stupid as hell. EKC just likes to run her mouth. EKC is like, if there was a way to have the worst channels, EKC would be. Well, except for the fact that she covers me, so she's got at least good content.
no, you hit that right.
It's standard. Oh no, I've learned that about EKC a long time ago. That's why I stay the fuck away from her. I've never even watched. That's why I stay the fuck away from her. I've seen a long time ago. That's why I stay the fuck. Oh no, I've learned that about EKC a long time ago. That's why I stay the fuck away from her.
What did you learn about me a long time ago? That's weird, because you claim to not even know me or never watched any of my shit, never talked about me, but I learned about her a long time ago. Huh.
I've never even watched one of her videos because, well, I have way back in the beginning, but I haven't gone back to her channel because she is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I am.
EKC clips me and twists my words and does all sorts of stuff. Oh, by the way, you dumb broads again. And Jesse, I don't know what you go by. Jesse, dumbass, whatever your name is. You drive me freaking batty. I can't watch a fucking thing that kid does either. I don't know how old he is. He's probably older than me, but he sounds, he just makes my skin crawl. EKC is reading your question a couple days. Like the comments on my videos or like the comments on my community posts. What is her obsession?
Oh my God. I might have just figured out the problem here. Because like this happens, you're going to see this happen throughout subsequent videos too. She repeats what I'm assuming is the chat. I was on my iPad, and for some reason I can't pull up the live chat anymore on that. I don't know why. But she's reading things seemingly from the live chat, and then she goes on to answer them. But she appears to just accept everything she hears as though it's fact, and then she speaks on it as though which she accepts as true. In other words, she's not verifying or vetting any of these things that the people in her comment section are telling her, when those are the people you really should be, whose claims you should be looking into most of all, because they're trying to win favor with you probably or something. I don't know. But I mean, I just know that in my experience, I can't tell you how many times I've had people show up in my DMs to provide me with false information. And I don't mean like it was false just by like us having different perceptions of what entailed. No, I mean, it was just flat out fucking made up or false. And and every time I'm still amazed that it happens, but every time I'm like, this is why I verify. This is why I verify. You're not even doing that. You are just like, oh my God, how do you know that anyone in your comment section is there because they honestly believe what they're saying? How do you know they're not just flat out lying their ass off? How do we know you haven't arranged for them to show up and they're lying their ass off? Like another creator we believe does it. Like, wow. And you're just telling this to people as though you can be trusted and the information is good. You don't even give anyone the respect that you demand from everyone by just simply confirming shit. That's not at all manipulative.
I know she drinks. Maybe it's whatever liquor they drink. I don't know. I can't get on this level. EKC has facts given to her about Lobster supporting a convicted rapist, and she denies. Yeah, I have no. EKC chat when the docs happened says it was a setup so you can switch your content. The fuck? Switch my content?
Once again, you're all getting all worked up and all emotional about shit, and you haven't even bothered to even do the most basic steps and just offering them the most limited insurance that it's not a bullshit lie. You're just accepting it like that quickly. I mean, oh my God, it's so gullible.
Huh? He kind of got a big push from you was Molly. EKC has tried to get a push from Molly too. That's why I have a problem with this. They are willingly overlooking.
That's funny. So that was video 5. I still think it's odd though how she's known me like from Facebook or for going back like a long time ago or whatever. I'm kind of curious what exactly that meant. All right, so video 6, but before I do that, let me jump over and check out the live chat real quick. Oh yeah, she's been harassing people nonstop for years on Facebook. The police victim when people want to have a conversation. Exactly. She won't. That's why, Nikki. I don't know if you're still in here, but in one of her recent streams, the one I was playing from, the very first one there, she addresses you, and she assures her chat that she just wants to talk to you. She wants to just I don't know, like kind of steer you on the right path or some shit like that. Whatever. But, and don't do it for me, only do it if you want to. But if you decide to go ahead and talk with her, you're going to be a unicorn. You are going to be a figurative unicorn in this community, because you will have had the opportunity to have a real live conversation with her. You're going to be a unicorn. For real. All right. I don't see anything going on in chat here right now. Oh, yeah, feeling kind of breezy, you're right. We're gonna see that too coming up. Yep. All right, let's get back here. Did I start playing that yet? What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Okay. Share screen. What am I in video 6? So,
I talked about, you know, what
Oh.
EKC did to Kate.
all right, this one is, and I don't have the date up in this one. Damn it. Two, three, four, five, 6. So this video is from let's discuss woman fiction. Okay. This is from December 31st, 2022.
Katie, like, this isn't just a one community thing. This is a multiple community situation that's been happening to multiple people. I'm sure there's other people in here that can list off names of other women.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna call out the hypocrisy here for a minute, because EKC did a live this morning talking about Amber's live that she had done about Lauren.
No, did not.
She did, and she didn't really do much research. And so, of course, EKC comes from the stance of, well, it's public record. This is a public article. Why can't she read it? But at the time, she didn't have the context that Lauren and Amber had gotten into it the night before. And this wasn't just an educational moment as it appeared on the one live that she's seen. And once she's seen that, then she said it was wrong to do it. But the hard part for me is, but it wasn't wrong for her to read Katie's police report from her.
First of all, I didn't read the whole police report. I only read parts that supported the officer in proving that he had done his job. He investigated the case when Katie was claiming that he didn't, and he refused to. Secondly, yeah, it can be wrong, in my opinion, for one person to reveal and expose such information, where it can be not wrong for another person in another situation to do the same. Yeah, it's called case by case basis. You know, it's that kind of thing, really. It's not unusual. It's not hypocrisy. That's priorities.
Assault, like the hypocrisy of it all. Like,
I refuse to watch her. And
because I can't stay and watch this. This is just, it's ridiculous.
I refuse to watch her. And
No,
no,
because I agree.
you might get an honorable mention of the dumbest clip channel of the year over here, but that's about it. I can't stand her. Yeah,
Thank you. I didn't know that. Okay.
That's who we're talking about. I don't know which part you're asking. Wait, what about that?
I'm trying to catch up. Sorry.
Mimi, I don't know. It still doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to exit out of your live earlier. No, we're not having it asked because seriously, that's victim shaming. Oh my God.
Just another troll, just so you know, I'm a researcher, so don't you worry.
Huh. Not sure what exactly that means. She's a researcher. Okay. What does that matter? And I couldn't really get anything from the comments, so I don't know what that meant. So it's video 6. Did I not put 7 up there? I don't think I put 7. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. There yet. Okay. Video 7. Video 8. And video 10. All right, video 8. Sorry, 1 second. It's just I screen recorded these with my iPad, and for some reason they get saved as a .mov file, and I can't just put a .mov file up on a tab to play through Chrome. I can only with StreamYards, I can only play that through the StreamYards app through a video file, and that'll take me way too long to just keep putting one up each time I want to play it. So I'm trying to get these done ahead of time and saved up there. And here we go. Video. Oh, that's why I couldn't find them, because it's after midnight. Okay. Okay.
Little ass kissers who is in the bushes here right now, I'm sure. Calling Christy mama. You obviously have not watched the full content yourself. And when your followers have to tell you what is actually being said by me because they fucking watch me, you might want to do your own homework. Okay, goodbye. Who is scum now? EKC. I think EKC is absolutely scum. Absolutely scum. On how they treated me.
I want to just again go over these talking points that she was saying, in the beginning. I don't talk about Aaron. I don't watch Aaron. I don't know anything about Aaron or any of them. She's not a part of the things I talk about. I don't know any of these people. Never had a convo. Never. Oh, there was about you and your life. Never had a convo. Okay, so these are things that she's just kept reiterating for a while now. Yet we're still only in like December, maybe January 2023. No, 11 months ago. We're still in 2022. Mm-hmm.
These people have treated me like trash. So why the fuck am I going to kiss these bitches' asses? No, I'm going to call them what they are.
There's a lot of middle ground there between kiss these bitches' asses and what you've been fucking doing. There's a huge middle ground. Like, you can do something else.
Yeah, right. Who just got kicked out? EKC, angry little gnome. I blocked her, and I am proud of that. Oh, yeah. Nanya, tell him, please, because I didn't even watch this yet.
That's right. This was the stream where she blocked me.
I refused to watch it. I just untagged her and hit her post because I can't stand her ass. Why am I going to watch people that I can't stand? I have to watch Molly and Neff for clips. Well, I don't have to, but I do watch Molly and Justin and Neff. I am sure as hell not going to go give any extra time of mine to EKC. Like, hail to the no. A lot of shit about certain people, and then they went right back. I mean, this is what they do. They say one thing out of one side of their face and then another thing out of the other, and they think that it's never going to catch up to them. And it's like,
my bad. It was from January 5th, 2023. My bad.
You know why none of my messages, well, they can expose anything they want, but I'll tell you up front. You know why you guys, like, EKC finds me in lies all the time, I guess. I've never done a check-in before I got doxxed. So I don't fucking know. If they don't find you in lies, they're going to make them up.
Okay, I have pinwheel, so. All right, and close that one out. Okay. Next video. And my computer's starting to get a little slow now, probably because I have so many tabs here with media open. I wanted to do this on the laptop, but I didn't have time to set it up beforehand. So okay, so that was video 8, video 9.
These hundreds of messages.
Mocus, you have to be a pretty awful human being to be rejected by the caterers. Yeah, there's a lot of people. If you guys ever go over there, please don't go over and give her any views. She is absolutely, it's bad. It's real bad. I've tried. I was even nice to EKC on panel once, and no, it's nothing but misinformation. They have tried to spin the narrative that Letitia is a victim.
She was even nice on panel with me once. There's another part to that. Is it this one?
This is, I'm the one. Yeah, EKC proved it. Oh God, that's going to be great. EKC is, yeah, we're not even going to talk about that little trash one either.
The family. And it was for, I think it was so they could try to go Steve on. And I don't even think it was for an attorney.
The family, because she doesn't even know if it was, God, I can't even with this shit. Like, honestly, to tell you the truth, like this gets more ridiculous as time goes on. She's had 6 months to correct these lies and do her own research, and she's still spewing out so much bullshit. This is absolutely, yes, EKC is, oh my God. She's so bad that Molly uses her to counteract and like try to discredit me, but Molly won't even give that channel a shout out. Molly won't. Oh, I'm sure she does. EKC is been a leg into some, she's stagnant as.
Okay, video 11. So you noticed though how she mentioned being up on panel with me before. Oh, and that one with LB there. I don't know when it was from. I don't think I know, the date didn't pop up there. Is that content display? Here we go. So this, the one with LB was from
How the fuck is that?
February 1st, 2001. Damn it, I must have skipped over it then. What the fuck is that? I'll find it. Right now, we're going to skip on over here to this one.
Get who one of the first people to start emailing people about this article and try to paint it that it potentially could be Katie or Uni behind it. The anti-EKC.
Wrong one. Video 11. I didn't format this one, so I'm going to have to play it through the media file option. It's interesting though, because you're going to hear her story evolve regarding our time together up in panel. in one of the clips I have from before the one I played already, where she mentions it, she says that she starts kind of bitching that I didn't remember being up on panel with her. It's weirdest thing. Like, yeah, so get over it. Who cares? You know, you don't have to take it personally. You know, it's not meant to be something personal, I guess. Whatever. Like, it's not a reflection on you. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
This one we're doing. If you don't know who this is, let me give you a little preview of how I came to know who this person was. So this person came around months ago and started, she's a EKC buddy kind of thing. And she started nitpicking on Facebook and like doing stupid posts and tagging me in them. So I was like, oh, what the hell? Well, then it became annoying. And then she messaged me and was like, really?
This Veda, you are very talented. And the reason I agreed to do this is you are friends of a girl whose channel I actually said months and months ago. I said, well, this girl definitely, there was a girl named EKC Sucks.
Oh, Lord. You got your 5 minutes of fame finally and a shout out. Finally. I mean, she told her, she's actually gone over to EKC's channel herself, Molly has, and told her that if she did something differently, she had potential, but basically that her channel sucked, but she had potential if she used it. It was a backhanded slap.
But you don't watch me. Yo, I didn't even remember that. Well, it took my hearing her describe this for me to remember that. And I was like, wait, did that happen? And then I had to go and find the stream. I'm like, holy shit, that's right, it did happen. Yo, I forgot about that. But this chick fucking remembers. And she talks about it. Wow. Holy shit. That's amazing. Especially considering that she's holding space in my head, remember? Like, I'm the one who needs the Becky rehab. She has nothing to do with me. She don't talk about me. Her channel's got nothing to do with me. She don't bring me up nothing. But she remembers this shit. She don't watch me, but she remembers this shit. She doesn't know something about me or any of the people I associate with or any of the ongoings over here. But she knows all about this.
Totally. Molly won't even promote these people. This person has fangirled in Molly's comments, like, hey, like wanting shout outs. Molly's given her a couple here and there, but it's usually in the middle of a bunch of shit. Never like she promotes other people. And that person's channel is stagnant as hell. But now they're telling you of who she aligns with. And of course, you guys know we call that channel my clip channel because that channel.
Well, it can't be that stagnant if you're still fucking using it for content on your channels. Still.
Channel is absolutely ridiculous, off the charts, cringeworthy. Another person like JLR that she hangs out with, the Lobster Man, like total, very problematic, extreme anti-EKCers that have now turned to be extreme anti-nonsense people. And I've actually had a conversation with Casey one time on panel, was completely nice to her, and she is a raging lunatic. Whoops, wrong one.
Like she would be.
Another backhanded slap. Here we go.
Notice how first she was nice to me. Then I was fucking raging lunatic.
Oh.
I found the original one, though. I'm going to play that next.
On a radio show.
Absolutely.
She sounds like a podcaster.
This bitch is saying she's got the face for radio. That's what she's saying. Remember my joke about I always have the face for radio? She's telling.
I think we can all agree here that that's not what she was saying. And, okay, Miss, whose face could be used for a stamp for make gorilla cookies. I have the face for radio. That's what she was saying. That's what Molly was saying. Molly was saying that I'm ugly. But notice how she didn't say my face could be used as a stamp for gorilla cookies. Just saying. And I don't really think that about you, nonsense. Your face looks just fine.
EKC, you have the face for radio. This is.
And I don't know how I found her, but this is a while ago. She had I was like, dude, I could totally listen to that girl. Look, I've seen people harm people's lives undeserved. I've seen people go after Perplex QT. I've seen them.
Oh, this poor girl though. Because Molly is demanding things. Oh, I bet she was freaking out. Here goes her camera gonna fall. Now we know that it's just a backdrop. She's not in a tropical place. I mean, like the embarrassment level just keeps rising for her and she still looks constipated. I feel so bad for her. Like, this is just not the opener that you want. And EKC, you are a fucking shit friend for setting her up to do this. You are a shit ass friend for even allowing her to come out here and make a fool of her like that. Like, that is ridiculous that you are such a shit human being that you would let your friend go into this like this. Yeah, I mean, she just totally walked her into this. And granted, she's an adult. She made her own choices, but you're not a friend. My friends walked me into that.
Yeah, she's an adult. She makes her own choices, and she made a choice to do this. But but then I don't get to hate on EKC, and my channel is all about hating on EKC. We know nonsense. We know.
Hey, my friend. You ain't my friend if you're letting me pull shit like this. No, thank you. And I'm sorry, you just shot.
Also, is that why you're able to pull the shit that you're able to pull because you had no friends to stop you? Is that right? That's an interesting excuse, I guess I must say. Anyway.
Me numerous times.
Okay, no, wrong one. So it was video 7. Okay.
It is because I'm a fucking fixer. So they see, like, oh, look, she's actually gonna feel sorry for us and hold our hands. And no. I'm cutting these ones off. There's a line. No. I go to therapy. I'm not a therapist. EKC.
What's that got to do with me?
Please understand. With EKC, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know she was a hater of mine at the time. No idea who the fuck she was, where she came from. I was polite and kind as fuck to her. And she's became like this vicious venom butthurt. I don't know. Like, she's super pressed. I blocked her today though, so we don't have to see her. She's still in the comments or in the bushes.
This was January 5th, mind you. So yeah, she says that mentions how we're up on panel, and I don't know why part though where she says someone tells her how I said that I didn't remember being up on panel, and she like lost her shit. She's like, what? She didn't remember. She didn't remember. Like, she's like, I was nice to her. I was fucking nice to her. But I find it's funny because they, now she's saying like, I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know who she was. And then I was nice to her. She was a fucking raging lunatic, but there's more. Her story continues to evolve. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. I did 11 and oh.
You're
Okay, this one's from February 13th.
because they thought I was possibly lying to them, because here they are, people that they've known and trusted are telling them all these horrible things about me. And instead of, actually finding out, people believed a lot of this shit. It is what it is.
Damn, Texas.
Well, wouldn't the same could be absolutely said about you, could it not? Because you're not even questioning any of the shit that people are telling you in your chat and your comments or whatever. You're just accepting it all as fact and running with it. Well, you don't think that affects us? I mean, because you're sitting there almost pouting, like, and they don't even care about how it makes me feel. Like, they just believe every bad thing about me. You're doing stream after stream after stream where you do the same exact thing to many of us. Perhaps be more like Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world. I'm not going to say and shut the fuck up, although I want to.
No, Janine, she's the new channel that's like an anti-EK. Well, she's EK's best buddy. That's like a Molly Stan account and all these other weirdos that has been reaching out to other people. Yep, somebody else's fault. Always Ash.
The bass hater. I'm done.
Okay, so there's that. Let me pull this up. I couldn't actually grab clips from all the streams. So from now, for the rest of them, we're going to actually have to just type in EKC and skim through all of them like I would before I made the video. I just don't know where I left off. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I did make some notes on these, though, when I copied the links into my notepad here. I think I'm going to skip ahead to, holy shit, yeah, there's a lot. Oh, here we go. This is an interesting one. We're going to hear more about her account of Unirock. 2338. Okay. All right, so make sure I got the right one. Yep.
And then to have the rug pulled out from under them. And how they continue to.
This one was from May 16th.
Use these fucking false narratives that they've created from the start. Me, I've never been aligned with KJ, never been aligned with Uni, never been aligned with Molly.
Fuck said you were.
But it says a whole lot to me about all the people who are willing to overlook the fact that these very people who did horrible shit to me in my real life that was proven. Because
Really?
he also likes to spin and say, like, oh, you accused. No, I fucking never accused.
I want to know how that was proven. I want to know how Katie, Unirock, myself, Vanna, whoever, did real life horrible shit to her. And by that, I don't mean just like said mean things about her. Like real life horrible shit. That gives the implication that she knows exactly who called CPS, for example. I want to know who that was. I want to know how it is she knows this. I want to know how it is she's able to make that claim and it not be defamation.
Used shit. The very people who were doing stuff and you made content on it are the very people that you're willing to align yourself with. That says a lot about who you are. You don't see me over there singing.
You aligned with Unirock. Oh, and Katie Joy.
And Steve, EKC, that, because nothing changes here. I just finally saw Uni for what he is. That's it. That's all. There's no more to it than that. I didn't fucking lie to Menace. I didn't lie on Menace. I didn't lie on Uni. It's your own fucking words. But you're not going to sit here and continue to play games and try to create drama with other creators, because that's what you guys fucking do.
That's what we do. Okay.
You won't come to me in my comment section where you're not blocked and address me so I can hit you with the facts.
I feel like I'm walking right into a gaslight, like, because she's got to know how incendiary that comment is to make. Because she's got, and we just heard her talk about in a previous stream how that was the day she blocked me. But here she's saying, you guys don't come into my comment section where you're not blocked so I can hit you with the truth. Bitch, we got to be able to get through the door first and make our face a target before you can even try and hope to hit us with anything, let alone the truth. You know, we're knocking, but you're not letting us in. That sounds like it would be gross. I don't think I want to carry on with that analogy.
You just play the divisive games. Why do you think all of them have been rotating around on Queen Bee's panel? Steve, AKC, like all of them. This is how they maneuver. They have been fighting amongst themselves for so many years. This is just ingrained behavior.
What?
You expect me to respect the fucking men who use women's content and completely ignore safety concerns and then make...
Who use women's content? What safety fucking concerns are there? What, it says it's somehow less safe for women if a man uses a clip than if a woman uses a clip? What are you talking about, Becky? That sounds like some manipulative shit right there. No? Yeah, I think it does. But that's right. You don't talk about us. So you don't know anything about us. You don't watch our shit. But all you do is talk about the shit we're doing, the shit we're putting up on our channels. You know all about us through our content, apparently. But you don't watch us. You don't talk about us. You know nothing about us.
Make excuses for it and say, I'm going to fuck with you people. Nah, I don't get down like that. And I would hope you guys would be really disappointed if I did.
What?
And say, I'm going to fuck with you. Completely ignore safety men who use women's content and completely ignore safety concerns and then make excuses for it and say, I'm going to fuck with you people. Nah, I don't get down like that. And I would hope you guys would be really disappointed if I did.
Yeah, you dare, like, expect any kind of accountability or confrontation or whatever from me regarding the things I say about all these people who I have blocked from my channel so they can't address me directly. Before you fucking even think about judging me for it, if you don't fully agree with me, well, then you need to get the fuck out. Because you don't support women, apparently, or something. Oh my God, there's some crazy ass shit right there. Anyway, moving on. We're going to do a quick search though through this stream. Well, it's only 18 minutes. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to ignore that for now. Okay. Goose hangs out with EKC.
Goose, but her main core is Goose. Goose hangs out with EKC, Penelope, working with Steve and EKC. Last night was very great, but she has also said that in her dreams that she thinks I'm going to end up working with Steve and EKC. You don't know nothing about me, obviously. If you think that I would ever, I don't entertain emails from a single one of them because there's no need for a back and forth. This situation has dead ended. Do you realize that I haven't been going back and forth with Uni because every time I do anything, say anything, I defend myself? You know, he's got multiple videos up that I'm this liar, completely twisting actually what happened, completely missing the point. But in order to save the community grief, I've sat back and not said shit. Just let all these people run around saying I'm a fucking malicious liar.
Yeah.
Menace, put your big boy. All these people run around. In order to save the community, what happened, multiple videos up that I'm this liar, completely twisting actually what happened, completely missing the point. But in order to save the community grief, I've sat back and not said shit. Just let all these people run around saying I'm a fucking malicious liar.
No, we're
Up that anything, say anything. Realize that I haven't been going back and forth with Uni because every time I do, I don't entertain emails from a single one of them because there's no need for a back and forth. This situation has dead ended. Do you
so the person who said, why don't you just come hit me up in my comment section where you're not blocked and I can hit you with the facts, is saying, I don't even entertain them in my emails. I'm not fucking talking to them. Oh, okay. But what makes the comment section any different? You know, like, well, I know we are actually blocked. I mean, I'm not stupid, but yeah, it's a valid question. I want my tweezers because I think I have a sliver in my hand and it's starting to hurt. Oh, they're there. Okay. Moving on though.
Steve, who you are. You don't see me over there singing Steve, EKC, that because I'm not, nothing changes here. I just finally saw Uni for what he is. That's it. That's all. There's no more to it than that. I didn't fucking lie to Menace. I didn't lie on Menace. I didn't lie on Uni. I used your own fucking word. EKC, vested interest in that group. Scorpio, instability. Molly, EKC, vested interest in that group. I mean, that's what people are missing too, is these people came from Molly. They were already haters of Katie. So when Katie and Molly fell out, it was the natural. EKC even talked about this report Molly stands. At one point in time, actually, EKC even talked about this report that Vada is mentioning and admitted that the report was real. None of us have ever said that everything detailed in the report was factual. That's not up for us to decide.
It's not what I
Mr. Blackwolf.
No. She's talking about the FOIA request I did with Atlanta, Georgia PD regarding Letitia bias or whatever. No, you guys were saying that it was a real legitimate report. It was an investigation that Letitia had been reported to the police and she was now under investigation. There was nothing of the sort. It was just a documentation page documenting that someone online anonymously made a complaint against another citizen. That's all it was. There was no investigation.
Has absolutely just the stupidest shit ever. Funny that you say that too, because I don't even know what EKC's whole name is, you dumbass. Like, I don't care about these people. That's the fucking thing. I've heard it said.
Well, you knew what it was when you asked your daughter if she heard it. You knew what it was.
Her first name said many times, but I have no idea who Vada is even. Nor do I care. These people have been doing the same thing for months on end to me. Months on end. This is just showing you that they're not far off from what any of them do. Molly is connected to JLR. Heels on the ground. Molly is connected to EKC and Vada. Molly shouts them out in her Patreon weekly to remind us that they're good buddies of her. She talks about them in her kick streams. Like, that connection right there is strong. they are going to release anything they possibly can. Remember, sorry, it's starting to sprinkle out here. The Uni has been a thorn in Molly's side. Molly has a vendetta, as you guys know. So if you think for 1 second that they're not going to take this opportunity to try and expose everything they can, they absolutely fucking are. Do I think it's right? At this point, I don't fucking care. I hate to say that. I don't think what JLR does is right, but I don't think what Uni does is right. So how am I supposed to pick who's right in the wrong situation? Connected to EKC, Vada, Steve, all of these people. Like the vested interest in shutting Uni down from that group is all right there. And
Next one. I don't know why. I made a notation. I don't know. I didn't write down why though. Oh,
Like I'll share it again.
okay. What's the timestamp I have? 2:10. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Right.
Oh, I love nonsense now. Now I have to give credit where credit's due. At least Nonsense SmackDown LB, probably because, and this is what's weird. You know, how does she come to a conclusion, Navy, that the email that Leslie herself not only put out,
nobody gives a fuck about the email, Uni. You took the bait and you ran with it. Sorry, dude. I played you like a fool. That's it. That's all. You're welcome.
only admits to putting out, not only still claims that it's a real email and all this stuff she's claimed and all the excuses Leslie's made, all the clips are still there. How does Nonsense come to a conclusion that email either didn't exist or something? Like, what the hell? Like, how does that work?
That wasn't my conclusion. My conclusion was you're all messy fucks. I want nothing to do with any of you. And that's it. That's all. That's it. I brought up the email because it shows a history of problematic behavior that Uni and Steve, EKC and L, they were friends one day. They flipped the next day. Everything became lies. At one time, he saw all the evidence, proved everything was true. Then within days, it was completely the opposite. The same thing we're watching happen right now. But right now.
Work. Like, what happened there?
I don't know. Like, so you have to understand, this was a response.
See, none of that's true. I didn't know Steve or Leslie or even this community really when all this shit played out where Unirock switched sides and the whole the fundraising stream and whatever. I wasn't around then. Like I didn't come around for like another 3 or 4 months. So, and it was never like the four of us were like the best of buds or whatever. Like we're good friends and then we all just had this falling out. No, like Unirock and I still don't know each other. But we know who each other are, but that's really about it. LB and I have rarely talked, though there's no animosity or anything. I like to fight, but we just not close like that. And Steve and I are good friends, but even he and I didn't become good friends like right off the bat. I mean, I think I kind of kept him at arm's length just because I didn't really want to go down that rabbit hole of the bullshit. But I did. I went down the rabbit hole. So yeah, none of that is true. But then again, Nonsense has never been one for accuracy. She's been, well, more of one for nonsense.
What she had done in a live, and she had said that she was going to make another video with the evidence. But this was like, I don't know if it's like a preview or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, obviously she's telling us this because this is the direction she's taking it. And I said, okay, well, and respectfully and stuff like that, I said, I'm gonna respond to it. And
so I don't know why you didn't get treated with respect. Why did she not?
Well, I don't know. So I didn't know. So I haven't had a chance to.
Okay, hold on. Again, not doing this. So we're going to fast forward because this isn't about Navy. We're not making it about Navy. That's one of the distractions that they like to do. So we're going to go through.
Way.
EKC beats him. I can't confirm, but there is a lot of stuff going on. He actually retweeted some of that stuff. He was bragging about L and EKC taking up for him. Like, yeah, complete fucking insanity. Complete insanity. And thank you. You don't have to.
It's not true.
I appreciate you guys. If there's something you really want me to just tag me and I will try to pay attention better. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you though, beat him. I'll play you a song at the end. I'll play Boston thugs for E10.
So there's that.
Yeah, why don't
Yeah,
we
'cause
talk?
I'm still streaming. Okay. Holy shit, there's a lot of mentions in this one. See, as we can come into these videos, I do get mentioned more and more and more and more. Like it's a little ridiculous, really. So, but we're gonna skim through it here. My whole point here, though, is that not only have I been a topic on Nonsense's channel and on her mind, I've been a frequent and a big regular topic on her mind and on her channel. And she has spoken on me many, many times to quite lengthy degrees. Like she has analyzed me, my channel, my content, my interactions with others even. She makes these claims and predictions on my character, my personality, my behavior. So it seems like she's full of shit. Seems like maybe, I don't know, there should be an Aaron rehab somewhere for these people. My opinion, whatever. Oh, it's just muted, that's fine.
Thank you. Continue to dislike me. I would appreciate this, that I'm not. Thank you. Continue to the weirdo EKCs people. Like, please go all the places that I'm not. Thank you. Continue to dislike me. I would appreciate it.
I mean, I guess, what?
Guys, EKC, Steve or whatever her, I don't know who her crew is over there, so I'm not going to even try to name them. EKC, Vada, yeah, the
sounds to me like you know exactly who the crew has been.
The extreme antis. They've all had an angle because of Katie, even though Katie hasn't been in the story forever. So how is this going to be Katie's fault? All of these adults made choices, right? And you guys want to blame it on everybody else. At the end of the day, it's not going to change. Letitia made a choice. Letitia came to social media and asked for help to get a lawyer and travel. That's nobody else's fault but Letitia's. Letitia came to social media and posted the GoFundMe. Letitia had a family member create a GoFundMe. Those were all choices that they made.
Like, you fucking believe this? This bitch doesn't even know the family. Doesn't know Dre, doesn't know Marvad, doesn't know Letitia, doesn't know any of them. Has had no exposure to these people until until like the midway through 2022. That's when she heard of all these people. She knows nothing about these people. She knows nothing about their lives. She's not personally invested. She's got no dog in the fight. There's no reason or cause for her to be putting her nose all up in everyone's business and casting judgment upon all those involved. No reason. There was no reason for any of us to do it either, except for us wanting to speak up in defense of Letitia, because Becky was just building an arena of just fucking destruction for Letitia. It's crazy. I mean, why would she do this to a stranger? I mean, this is someone who, I don't care. You can think and feel whatever way you want over her, like giving up custody of her kid there for a spell. I don't care. That doesn't make her love her child any less. That doesn't make her any less than a mother. That doesn't make it any less fucking painful to lose a child. No less painful. And fuck you for thinking it should. So knowing this, why did Becky do all that she did to Letitia? Why did she hate on her? Why did she drag her so hard?
All right, EKC, blah, blah, blah sucks. Shut up. Just shut up. Because first and foremost, people might have said that in the comments, but anybody with a brain knows that that's not possible. That's not humanly possible. People have to have jobs. They have to have incomes. Letitia herself talked about this. People in the comments were saying that, well, you should just, but you remember one time she said she was just going to start flying out there every weekend? She said these statements. So now that she hasn't even, made an effort, or they haven't made an effort.
She made statements similar to that when people were donating to her and wanting her to be with her son and wanting to do all that they could to help make that happen. But you guys were sure to put a stop to all that shit. And now you want to punish her for not keeping up with her desire to keep going out there to be with her son? You guys took that from her. But granted, she wasn't owed it. Nobody owed it to her. She wasn't entitled to this. But so what? Because people were still providing it. She had an opportunity to do something that every mother should be able to do. Every mother. I don't know what's worse. Her not having the means in which to spend that time with her son as he lay dying, or her being granted these funds and then having it taken away. So that's what you did.
Effort, and people donated all that money for travel expenses and they never went back, and now they're coming and asking for money again to go back.
You forgot to include the part where you encouraged all these people to get refunds for the money they donated. Yeah. I can't imagine why they didn't feel secure enough to being able to financially go back at that point. Yeah.
People have questions, and I don't necessarily think anymore it's about why didn't you just stay there, like, because that's not possible. People probably said that out of anger and not rational, because people have to work. Let's be honest. That's just the case. But Letitia herself said she was going to start flying out there every weekend. That was also part of the premise of the donations. Yeah. That I put out there. EKC, same, blocked. Steve, blocked. I've avoided all of you.
Thank you, EKC.
Bye.
That's been checked.
It's linked to Vada and the anti-EKC people. That's where she supposedly got a restraining order on Katie. Yeah, I never focused on the donations either. And the whole Katie thing with the donations, I've said time and time again, Katie made a lot of mistakes and put off a lot of misinformation, but the donation stuff was never Katie's fault. People were already asking for donations before Katie even really started covering this deeply. Gina, I don't know, but if that's the case, we're about to see Lisa Frank all over the place. Apple, absolutely, it's a deflection. How can we stop these people? That's what I'm not really sure.
I already did that one. Okay, there we go. 41 mentions altogether. So in the transcript, though, we have 13, and this is from the date of March 4th, 2023.
Casey and Steve and whoever else she associates with. And instead of doing her own research, she's just running with the information that she has. So that's what it takes to be an extreme cater. If you're wanting to know,
Sure,
you too can be that for the low cost of selling your soul on the internet and believing a bunch of bullshit and running with it without doing your own due diligence. Again, we understand she has problematic behavior, but she's definitely not the only one or the worst one. And you're sitting next to one and co-signing shit from one. Kiki, stop. That is absolutely horrifying. And it's amazing that she hasn't been in a lawsuit yet. But it's because she's not worth anything to anybody to go after either. She forgets to tell you that. She wants to tell you that about all the rest of us, but her name's not on anything either, and she brags about it. EKC, what they're doing just is, it's desperate at this point. It's the Hail Mary pass of distractions of, oh, this time we're going to get him. No. Okay, great. She paid $2,500 for an attorney. Let's go with your logic for a minute, even though that receipt, and yes, it's supposedly 2 different pages cropped and clipped together. Yeah, and you want us to believe that as proof. Okay. Secondly, the dates don't match. You've got an invoice number on the top. There's also should be an accounting of the trust money that if she paid $2,500, it comes out of automatically, and there should have been a breakdown of like that coming out, you know, so on and so forth. It also has an outstanding balance of $90.
Yep, she's thinking though that there should have been this trust set up or whatever, and then every time the attorney, withdrew funds from it for whatever services, that there would be an itemized and well documented, log of all that happening. Well, but you wouldn't be privy to all of that because it would be privileged, and you're not entitled to privilege.
EKC has tried to get attention from this for months now and like tried to do all this stuff and, be something in this, like trying to debunk the stuff I was saying. The only person that helps is that group. So they've been trying, and Molly has thrown so much shade at them at this point in time. She has zero respect for anybody. Molly doesn't respect herself. So I guess that's where I'm like, I'm not shocked by any of this behavior anymore, which nobody is, but she clearly shows time and time again that she has no respect for these people who throw themselves at her trying to get her attention. It's disgusting. It's like they're seeking acceptance.
Boo, it wasn't us doing stream after stream after stream after stream about Molly. It wasn't us begging for her attention, begging for her approval, whatever. That was you. That was your content over and over and over. Like, I swear to God. Like, okay, seriously, look at her channel. I'm just going to read off a few of these for you real quick, okay?
Acceptance from her, and I'm like, what?
So you go to her channel. This is Nonsense on the Web channel. So we have, if I can find my glasses, we will have. Here we go. No, damn it. Oh no, wait, that's right. Really? That's right, I took the red ones off. These are one. So, scrolled all the way down towards the end, or the beginning rather. Where are we at? 6 months. We'll go back a little bit more. Okay, so we have final Friday thoughts from Becky. What the actual fuck Monday? A trip down memory lane with the facts. Moving on up to anywhere. Let's chat. One more thing before I go. Just saying hello. Hey, y'all. Try again. Misinformation or disinformation. Let's catch up and correct misinformation again. Let's discuss. Get back the facts. Things that I have not, or things that have not aged well. Things that did not age well. Part 2. Just chatting. Part like fucking 14 or something. Let's chat about word meanings and deflection. A quack, look back. A quack, look back. Okay. PSA, let's discuss the intentional chaos. Let's discuss the intentional chaos, and it's something. Let's discuss the, oh wait, you did like 4 of them in a row? Let's talk about knee-jerk reactions. Content over safety. Buckle up, moo. Yeah, moo. Buckle up, Lettergate. Lettergate. Say it with your whole chest. Words are easy, but definitions are hard. One of these things is not like the others. Like, I mean, oh my God, this could not be more of a cliche fucking channel ever with these titles. Like, it's unbelievable. But they're all just focusing on misinformation. Let's get back to the facts. Let's clear the air here. Let's straighten some things up, whatever. Let's discuss. Wash, rinse, repeat. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It's exactly what this feels like. Hey, let's discuss current events. This is horrifying. Short update. A quickie. Before the documentary. Let's discuss receipts. Let's have a check in like old times. Let's take a look back. It's great. Misinformation crony. Oh my God, now we're into the misinformation crony titles. Holy shit. Well, then there's the misinformation Ken and Barbie thing or whatever. I don't know. Another let's laugh. Another trip down memory lane. It's fucking ridiculous, these fucking titles. Like, you don't bother to make sure that anything is accurate or factual or anything like that, but yet you insist upon through your titles that this is finally setting the truth, finally clearing things up. We're finally going to get back to the facts here, because that's what matters. Don't you find it odd that you have to keep doing these let's finally get back to the facts streams? You don't find that kind of odd, like, maybe there's something else going on here? I mean, well, probably not, because you're probably part of it, but yeah. Anyway.
I think I caught the part where EKC says, and I'm assuming she might have said, but I didn't hear what she said. I have a hard time with this one. 2, I know she just looks very like 22-ish, maybe. She reminds me of Mackenzie a lot with the immaturity and just not the life experience, except Kenzie's probably got way more life experience, I'm assuming. Molly's 48. I think EKC said she's 48. And again, I don't care. I'm just saying what they have said, but I'm not sure on her. I'm 40, which we know. Yeah, I would say early 20s, just from behavior for sure. It's hard to tell on looks anymore.
That 2 in the morning and see you later. But don't even think
it shocked me too.
Think about coming back. It was a trap. Like
again, y'all, this is her audio is breaking up. We switched to a direct download of this, but she was having story.
Hey, EK girl doesn't shut up. The girl hasn't added anything. Listen, really, I don't even know how they get a word in edgewise around her. Like, she just talks so much. You know what I mean?
Valid.
Like, she just brings so much value to the conversation and shit. It just can't even.
Well, there must have been something I added of value, since you guys are all sitting up there on this live stream right now talking about my lack of valuable conversation added. It's obviously worth something here. Anyway.
BKC, are you the one on the other end of that camera? Fucking weirdo.
On all of it, really, I'm speculating, but I think that's.
Well, I'm glad you clarified for that. Oh my God, no shit. No shit, you're speculating because it's all bold-faced lies because there's no way you would fucking know unless you're following her around in Arizona too. Are you, EKC? Are you the one on the other end of that camera? Fucking weirdos.
I mean, I think there's some money there, but I don't think there's anything near to what people think there should be. So.
But he wanted it. The biggest thing I saw, and this is all messages from 2022, not 2019. The biggest thing that I saw.
Ways to go. They got to bring EKC up. They talk about absolutely nothing like this for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then at the last
that's
10
great.
minutes
All
of the
right.
live, they actually show a receipt.
Yep, I'm going. I'm done.
I understand that complaint. That was a very valid complaint, I think. I agree. Wasn't anything I could do about it, though. It wasn't my stream. Which one was it? I'm gonna mute this for a second because the cat's gonna be kicking like litter and shit around. So, not and shit, but litter around. I think she's done now. There's nothing really on that one. I don't know why I saved that one. All right. Okay. This one is from, I mean, like, there's so many, so fucking many of them. Crazy.
On edge about the shit that you've been spewing online.
March 21st.
Possibly is going to get him in some.
So March 21st, 2023.
Vada, EKC, Lobster Man. Fuck, the list goes on and on. Bring your ass here. Ain't nobody afraid of you or little Wally nuts. I think Wally needs to be a little bit more on edge about the shit that you've been spewing online that possibly is going to get him in some pretty tight spots. So EKC is like, oh, I'm going to talk about none yet. Oh, that's not going to go over well for you either. Like, I don't know what you have not paid attention to, but that's not going to go over well. Fucking with Amethyst, fucking with Nunya is not going to go over well. Like, it is not going to work out well for you dumbasses. Let's talk about the...
Dude, it went over so well, I forgot I even did it. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God. Stop it, kitty. Stop. No.
Fucking facts. You want to call me a gorilla. You want to say I look like Mrs. Doubtfire, like all these things. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, Molly, guess what, honey? You're not a size 5 and neither am I, but my fupa looks way better than yours. Look at that. Look at that, Molly. I have a waist and I didn't even have to have... Look at it, Molly. Oh, and it's not a tamale-filled waist. Did I hurt your feelings by showing my pant sizes? Did I hurt that left feeler of yours, Molly? So EKC is like, oh, I'm going to talk about none yet. Oh, that's
Okay, so it's that one.
EKC, which I do have an account. I probably.
I'm not going to play all these now that because it's getting late, and it is late. But like the one I just pulled up, there's like one mention of me about thumbnails or whatever. So, well, this one I'll do. This one is from, but she never talks about me, guys. She never talks about me. She doesn't know anything about me. She never watches me.
Instructions, the EKC people yet, but that's been an ongoing battle between them for years. I got put in the middle of it because of their assumption of Katie. I don't know if Katie hangs out over at Uni's. I don't know if Uni talks to her. People are expecting me to answer those questions that I've never had. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Don't have a clue. Don't care. I'm not about to tell other people what to do on their channels. Hold on. Let me pull another video. With that and EKC on panel with her later on in the evening, that has said that I had a record worse than Letitia Bias.
But she doesn't watch us, guys. She doesn't know anything about it. Anyone over here.
I don't have a record. But to claim that I'm a paid pedo protector is inciting the same shit that she did a boy at Balenciaga. It's to incite the same type of reaction that she's doing with the trans bashing to Mallory. It's to put danger and fear in these people's lives. But Mallory co-signed that behavior.
Okay, so that's Mallory's stuff. And then we have only one mention. Okay. Like I'm like maybe 2/3 way through the list now. Seriously. That's how many fucking live streams. And that's just the live streams under my search queries that she mentioned me in. There's undoubtedly more that she mentioned me in, but they didn't reach my threshold or whatever. So yeah. But she never talks about us, guys. She doesn't know anything about anyone over here. And I need Becky rehab because I can't shut the fuck up about her. Unbelievable. Oh, right there. Oh. It's only a couple mentions, but I'm curious what they're about.
Who I wasn't remember. EKC went. AJ community.
Yep, he does.
That's where he comes from. And you think that Lori isn't involved. And you prove Lori and Penelope are one in this. I mean, that's never denied. But then I have text messages supposedly, they're from Iran, that are supposedly from Lori, aka.
Okay, yeah. I love that, the whole stagnant channel thing. I'm so stagnant that you can't shut the fuck up about me and my channel. I'm so stagnant that you keep wanting to cover my channel. Like, okay. A couple more. Oh, wow. There's a lot here. Okay, but we'll do this one. This one is from, let me share it first. April 5th, 2023.
Horrible things. Remember, EKC has done terrible things to other women. And by the way, it's kind of like Lobster Man runs the show over there. So they take orders and do business for other people. This isn't just a one person type thing over there. They are absolutely, there's a group of them. And by the way, I've got a question. That brings me to another topic right quick while I'm on that topic. I got a question. So Charlotte is an anti-cater. And the extreme antis, which I'm going to group them apart for a second, they're all kind of the same to me. But Charlotte has been getting death threats. She has been said horrible things by other creators on this platform. Where are you at, antis? Where are you at sticking up for one of your own? There's a man on this platform. You're so concerned about what we're talking about. You don't even have the balls to stand up for one of your own. Ski Mask has said horrible.
Well, boy, that aged fucking horribly. Because some of us did stick up for her in defense, in defense of her too, like people like you, and YouTube. But yeah. So I guess you're fucking full of shit there too.
EKC is just upset because they've been trying to get Katie permabanned off of YouTube for months and months and months. And she thought that this whole thing of trying to make Katie into the one that caused all the stuff in Marvon, they were going to be able to make that possible. And they were going to be able to use that as leverage to get her off. And instead,
how the fuck would we have used that as leverage to get her off the platform? But okay, let me play this ridiculous shit again. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of lies that we have had to hear day in and day out for well over a year now. The most asinine things, but yet they're spouted and said with such confidence as though they're fact, but they're not. And there's been no sign, no proof, no evidence, nothing to even suggest this. But she's running with these crazy fucking stories. Let's hear this one again.
Into the one that caused all the stuff in Marvon, this whole nothing like that. That I will do because I'm just done with their ignorance
and subscriptions.
EKC is just upset because they've been trying to get Katie permabanned off of YouTube for months and months and months. And she thought that this whole thing of trying to make Katie into the one that caused all the stuff in Marvon, they were going to be able to make that possible. And they were going to be able to use that as leverage.
This is the most stupidest thing I think I've ever fucking heard. Seriously. Like I'm amazed at what I'm listening to. It's beat
get her off. And instead, and 80 months and months and months. And she thought that this
okay, there it is.
Subscriptions.
EKC is just upset because they've been trying to get Katie permabanned off of.
Wait, what's right? I see I get the transcript from down here now, don't I? I want to read this because it's not registering in my head. Okay. Look at these fucking cracked or something. It's not very good shape. I don't know where any glasses are. This is so annoying. They were all right here. Most of them were anyways. I don't even know where my red ones are now. Oh. Okay. EKC is just upset because they've been trying to get Katie permabanned off of YouTube for months and months and months. And she thought that this whole thing of trying to make Katie into the one that caused all the stuff in Marvin, is the one that caused all the stuff in Marvin. What the fuck does that mean? They were going to be able to make that possible, and they were going to be able to use that as leverage to get her off. So we were going to say, here's proof that you caused all that stuff at Marvin, and we're gonna use this against you unless you get the fuck off the platform. Oh my God. That's one of the craziest fucking things I've ever heard. Like, it's legit. That's fucking insane. Like, oh my God. Who the fuck is believing this? No, I already know way too many people are fucking believing this. But notice though, there's no proof, there's no evidence, there's no receipts, there's nothing to back up the things she's saying. She just feels it really, really strongly. Anyway. And instead, it backfired because instead of just being truthful and saying, here is what everybody did, they have completely disregarded all of the facts of what has actually happened. Sent for Molly, and here Molly's own behavior caught up to her. So now they're reeling. Oh my God.
YouTube for months and months and months. And she thought that this whole thing of trying to make Katie into the one that caused all the stuff in Marvin, they were going to be able to make that possible, and they were going to be able to use that as leverage to get her off. And instead it backfired, because instead of just being truthful and saying, here's what everybody did, they have completely disregarded all of the facts of what has actually happened, simped for Molly, and here Molly's own behavior caught up to her. So now they're reeling out here. They're pissed off. By the way, I was doxxed on Twitter back in December. I've got screenshots of it from their group. Yeah, they've been doing all sorts of fuck shit to my real life. EKC,
I want proof of the fucked up shit we've been doing to her real life. Something, anything. And I want proof that I'm one of the they, unless I'm not one of the they, in which case it should be stated that I'm not one of the they.
Vada, Erica, all of them, stay the fuck away from them. I'm not talking shit out my mouth. If you don't understand the hell that they have put me and my family through for months, you don't want to know. Vada and EKC have had stagnant channels with no interaction because I have been ignoring them for months. They are dangerous.
I clearly I have shown that she has done anything but ignored us for fucking months. In fact, I've shown that she is obsessed about, well, maybe obsessed could be a bit subjective, but she's been way too fucking preoccupied and mentally consumed by us on YouTube. That's crazy. I mean, it's legit crazy. Anyway, what else do I have here? Whatever was it? Okay.
KC, people don't want to use my content, use it all day long.
Oh, of course. Of course.
My turn.
Laura, did you help them make their hit list? Veda, Erin, which is EKC, everybody knows that's her name.
Yes.
So it's not doxing.
Nope.
Steve, shit, who else is in their little group? Penelope, there's some llama, I don't even know. There's a whole shit ton of them. And they're weird. And they're obsessive. Dash, like there's a bunch of them that are just. Oh, she's never been gone, Millie. She's never been gone. Stacy left. Huh? Why am I talking about Laura? Because I can. No, just. Let me go see what you said. And why streamer if you don't like her?
Penelope's back. Oh, that's who we're talking about. Right. 3 Y.
Do you guys know what commentary or criticizing anybody is? Can you imagine how boring the world would be if you only commentated on things that we agree with? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes. Oh, I agree with that. That's called an echo chamber.
Somebody learned a new word.
Hashtag free.
Why are they all putting words? They're supposed to do that. This is fucking mean. I thought she was gonna say countdown.
I don't do dirty shit.
Anyone else hear the Europe song? Do 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 do. I swear I thought I was gonna hear countdown for a second. It's fucking crazy.
Because it's a relevant space. All right, y'all. I wanted to just end with that before I've been not saying much on that whole thing because it's irrelevant to me. EKC, VADA, they don't have a place in this sphere. And I hope people realize that. The only reason that they're even being discussed is because they have been singing Molly's praises and doing crazy shit on Molly's behalf for months. That was the Jesse guy. That was people in there that were getting $50 super chats for information on me, proving I was Katie. How'd that pan out for you?
Oh,
There's been proof of her doing.
when they she had people up on panel, they did the have I ever, or I've never, I forget how that's worded, but she did it like she called it Molly edition or whatever. I don't know. It was used to like troll Molly and chat. I haven't checked chat in a while. I should probably check on chat. Oh, thank you, Linda. EKC People Suck has put more effort, thoughts, and facts in this one stream than Nonsense has in dozens over the past years, or her flying monkeys on her behalf. Hi, all, just hanging in the bushes. Hi, Linda. Thank you very much for saying that. I did actually put a lot of time and energy into this stream. I didn't have it all prepared as properly as I had wanted, but I didn't want to wait into the stream either, especially since I'm working like every day this week. So. Yes, and I'm looking at the chat here, and Feel Kind of Breezy says, Alice, not the goose on Twitter. There's two different people named Goose. There are. The goose that you hear mentioned in here often is not the goose that we all are familiar with on Twitter. So this is a goose. I think I don't know if she used to be a moderator for Molly. I know she's has been friends with Molly anyways, or an acquaintance, rather, a colleague or something. I don't remember moderator or not though, but it's possible. Yep, she did say she blocked me. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, she was crazy, like all about the shout outs. Like she like logged every shout out anyone gave anyone. It's crazy. Like when I heard her talking about how Molly came on my channel and said was she, you know, how I could have a big channel. I just changed my content, whatever what she said that Molly said. I'm like, I don't remember that. Like, did that really happen? And I went and looked it up. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's fucking crazy that I didn't remember that, but she fucking knew all about it. Like she almost like she was like studying it for like a final exam or something. I think Nanya is more understanding than nonsense. Yes, I do think that's true. I think more or less because Nanya cares a bit more about her image, I think, than nonsense does. And she knows, she knows that it's good to be understanding. So yeah. Whether or not we'll see much of that, I'm not holding my breath. Are you judged? No, this is okay. That's what that is. It's my rule. So are Nunya and Nonsense no longer friends? If so, that sucks. I've only caught bits and pieces of them each speaking about it. Both were incredibly vague, which I understand, I guess. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think that they're not, but I think that they were too far invested in their partnership on hating so many people here that they can't like really reveal that at this point. So that's what I think. She very much avoids any type of public confrontation from the people she has spoken negatively on or made accusations against, which is just kind of weak. Yeah, I agree, except I would say it's not kind of weak. It's weak as fuck. Yeah, I agree. It's her own troll friends talking and chat, spreading misinformation and hate. It's what they do to convince their viewers. Yeah, I know. Uh-huh. And it's crazy too, because she sits there and says how that's what we're doing. Like, we're not vetting anything. We're not verifying anything. We're not, whatever. And she's literally sitting there in a stream and all of these streams, listening and just taking as fact everything that people are telling her in her chat without even questioning it. Then she runs with it. And then she's like, I don't talk about them on my channel. I don't watch them. I don't know anything about anyone over there. I don't know who any of them are. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you lie. You fucking lie. Just like with the whole, oh, I gotta find that. Let me. It's the full one. I'm gonna send that over. Actually, try again. All right, where's her channel? It's from 11 months ago. Amazing how many fucking times this chick streamed in a fucking month. There it is. Okay. Okay. I didn't play this part of this clip earlier, and I really want to play it. What are we doing?
What? She doesn't. She's.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, Laura, that's true.
Oh, cheers. Oh,
Wait, what? She doesn't. She says she doesn't remember being on a panel with us. That's bullshit because that bitch said I didn't know who she was. I had no idea who she was, and that's evident in the video. She knew exactly who I was. She knows exactly what she is. She's full of shit. Thank you, Navy, because I'm not texting.
I said I didn't remember being up on panel with her. It didn't say that I didn't know who she was. I think I remember this too. I did forget that someone had asked me, and or no, she had made a statement, I think, about us having been up on panel before, and I'm like, I don't remember being up on, like, and I asked people, was I up on panel with her? Did I forget something? And come to find out, yeah, I did. It was very briefly, like she was getting off the panel as I was coming on, and it had nothing to do with her or whatever. Like she was, I did know who she was, but barely, like it was before she even did this stream with Kate Joy. I think it was in like August of 2022. And it was over on Rabbit's channel, the bad rabbit, not the good rabbit. So, yeah, and look at her. She forgot. She doesn't remember being up on panel with us. And remember too, like this was on January 5th, 2023, when this happened. Just a few days later, she's talking about how we're up and she's like, and I was even nice to her. And then she talks about it again, and I was so nice to her, and she was just out of her mind, crazy. Like she was a lunatic, I think was the word she used. And it's like, why is the story just changing like this? Like this is crazy. I mean, between that and the whole, I don't even talk about her. I never talk about it. Okay, let's go through the notes here I made. I don't think you guys can see them, but I can read them. I don't talk about Aaron. I don't watch Aaron. I don't know anything about Aaron or any of them over there. She's not a part of the things I talk about on her channel. I don't know any of these people. And then about Unirock. I never had a comment. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that was about me or her or him. But anyways, never had a conversation about them, whatever. Never pretended to be friends with Unirock. Just never pretended. But she did. Now she's saying she didn't. That she knew, like she was upfront. Like she barely talked to Unirock. Like they weren't associated at all. Like, and she knew from the get-go, like just how she didn't like him. She was gonna have to expose him today. She was talking to creators behind the scenes to get him, on her side or whatever, to collaborate with her or some shit. Which I mean, whatever, it's Unirock, I don't give a shit. But like that kind of reveals something about her. Okay, so if it was someone other than her, like someone from any other community, I heard that that's what they were doing, and then that person wanted to work with me or talk with me or collaborate with me, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I mean, there are some situations where I suppose I would do it, but I wouldn't want to really. I wouldn't trust it, and I wouldn't feel secure about it because this is fucking YouTube, dude. And she did this over Unirock. Like, who goes to those crazy, deceptive? I don't know who does that. Who does that over Unirock? Who schemes like that over fucking Unirock? And if someone schemes like that and goes to those links over Unirock, then they'll fucking do it for anyone, All right. Dude, I gotta say too, I'm just gonna fucking come out and say this. In so many of these streams where I just happen to see part of the comment section come up in the search results or even part of like the live chat, usually it's definitely the comment section. Like there's this one person who I keep seeing in there, and the reason why they're coming up is because they're talking about me. They're mentioning me in their comment. That's why it's being flagged. And this is the person who was giving myself some really uneasy vibes in her comment section one time, and I don't know if it was day or night, but one time, along with a viewer, and there's this story that this person had and the way that they talked about Katie's kin and shit. Like I had to look into this person because it was crazy. It was really fucking crazy. And I couldn't verify their story, mind you, but because of what I was searching in regard to their story, it made certain other search results possible. And one of the very first ones was the California registry. And I offered this information in AdSense way back then. It was about a year ago. She didn't want it. And this person all throughout this time is still in her fucking chat and comment section. Like this is from 8 months ago. The one I'm looking at right now, I don't have up on the screen. This is April. And it was last December when this had occurred. So yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's free country and we're all adults here. So I mean, I'm not worried about him victimizing any of the adults or whatever, but a lot of these adults have kids. And I don't know. And I'm not saying none of us as content creators can or should or even try to like screen our chat or whatever, our comment section. No, of course not. But if something is brought right to your fucking attention, is placed right on your lap, okay, all the information right there, you'd at least want to know, wouldn't you? I don't know. It's the craziest thing to me. But anyway, that's her decision. It's her channel, whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to play any of that because we're going to see it.
LB, like all of that. No one DoorDashed me. Nope. 5. Oh, yes, Donna, she is. You can't look at tamales the same. I don't have the time to watch them, thankfully.
What the fuck?
Yeah, at first I was on the fence with Charlotte too.
This doesn't even make sense. I'm looking at these comments here. EKC uses the Constitution to explain that the world is flat. What the fuck? What does that even mean? Oh god, that's funny. Did you? I mean, when you hear some crazy shit like that, or some crazy shit like nonsense is saying, and you think it's the craziest thing you're ever going to hear, just stop and remember for a second that there are people around the globe that think the world is flat. It amazes me. All around the globe. Yes, Renelle has always been against Katie. Okay, all right. Yeah, Renelle gets mentioned quite a few times, I noticed. It's funny because, she went on about how she doesn't talk about Renelle. It's insulting, too, the way she gets mentioned, I think, especially because it's like nonsense goes out of her way to mispronounce her name. So, yeah.
Just L and Katie. L, Katie, EKC, Renelle, Charlotte. Even like the Vada EKC pieces of it don't fit. They don't fit. nothing that they're doing is helping. And I am going to pick up and talk about that too, about the Letitia EKC Calder Jackson. It's bias. But I want to point out the misinformation that they continue to spread on that makes Letitia look worse than it doesn't. And if
Sorry.
she's not telling them to shut up, well, whatever. But that's a whole, they're just throwing anything at the wall at this point to make it stick. And it is like, what? It made you lose weight. Cork on speed. Hey, Melanie. Tamales. Oh, you guys. Not even a single pee on the live. It's the value for it.
All right, I'm just gonna check out these last 3 ones. I'm gonna wrap this up. So this one is from April 19th. And mind you, too, this is just what's coming up when I do a search for EKC. She could have said Aaron, or she could have said EKC, but I didn't pick it up, and she could be referring to me as she or her, you know. So this is not at all a complete and accurate account of all the times that was mentioned. This is just the easiest count, I think. But it's the majority of it, I believe, anyway. Really? Oh.
All of the people, the original 4 admins of the group: Molly, Spanky, Elle, Advoquits, aka Goose, Vada, EKC. All of the people, the original 4 admins of the group: Molly, Spanky, Elle. They have, let me be truthful. The EKC, Steve, Vada, extreme antis are only vested in this because of Katie and Uni. That's the only reason why they're in this. Which in reality, in my real life, anything true. They couldn't make that true. So now we're just kind of treading water out here with, they're trying to make anything true to shut me up. And they are so deep in my real life. Like EKC went and sought out old Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts, I guess, that I've had or something. I don't even know. I might have had, again, accounts that I don't even know about, but that's how deep they are. And it's so weird.
If you have accounts, plural, like that you don't even know about, then it ain't me who's so deep into this shit. It would be you, okay? Like, I can understand maybe some obscure social media site years ago that you forgot you made an account for, sure. But this is a platform that you are regularly on. If you forget you have these accounts, then it's got to be because you have a shitload of accounts. That's why. That would suggest that you're in this shit pretty deep. That's crazy.
You've got, you know, L, Uni, EKC, Steve all have problems with Uni, who picked up on this side of it after he was on the other side of it. For like the whole thing, it's not just Molly. You can say she's a common denominator, but there's more than her that are just the common factor. And that's the crazy part. The history with the extremes and the problematic behavior of Katie started back before YouTube on the Google Plus days. Yeah, that's a fucking rabbit hole. Crazy rabbit hole. But in order to understand,
dude, I don't even know about that shit. But she never watches it. She knows nothing about all this. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh, Kitty. That hurts. Right there, Kitty. Yes, I know. I know. What? You want me to stop streaming, don't you? You want to curl up? She gets so cuddly sometimes. All right, there's nothing really in there. There's only 2 mentions. So this is the last one. Then I'm signing out. Signing out for the day. Maybe one more. No, I'll just have what I hit. Kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty, kitty. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Everything has just like one mention or something, and I know that there's more. It's just there's so many of them left that who knows that which one I'll pick. Second there, I thought I heard a cat meowing out the window. Wonder if it's your friend from across the street. What are you doing? All right, play these and I'm out of here. What do we got?
Steve, EKC, that is new, so she doesn't qualify on any of that. Katie, Uni, L. There's a group of them, and there's a lot of people around them that have flopped on sides from one to the other, from back and forth. Like, it's crazy. Hi, KJ. Like, go find me. Letitia Universe said she was contacted by kids about Steve, EKC, L, Katie, Uni, the ex-mods, the past history, moderate extremists, red rhetoric, all of those people. I mean, I've got so many names, but let me tell you, I found some really cool bloggers that I like listening to now after going down the hall. We don't have a different way of doing things. And they had to eat crow and presented the C&D. And he gaslit them and lied to them about what it was. And they had to eat crow because EKC was releasing it. If that wouldn't have happened, they would still be singing his praises. A lot of them would. And that's the reality of it. And it's really shitty to look at it that way. A lot of them still would try to give him outs. Why? It's really weird. And a lot of the people over here had no clue. Like, I'm not talking about the Islanders, the subs. I'm talking directly about the Unifam and the gaslighting, stoned, all of it, until EKC got the leg up on them and presented the C&D. And he gaslit them and lied to them about what it was. And they had to eat crow because EKC was releasing that at EKC, all of this stuff. But Uni also amped all that up too in the midst of things because of the PayPal and the letter. Linked to that in the anti-EKC people. That's where she supposedly got a restraining order. Where do you think Uni's been getting his information recently? On Katie? Yeah, I never focused on the donations either. And the whole Katie thing with the donations, I've said time and time again, Katie made a lot of mistakes and put a lot of misinformation, but the donation stuff was never Katie's fault.
That's interesting. I never actually heard her give me props for that before. And yeah, that sounded just like she was giving me props, let's be honest. So that's pretty impressive, I guess. I don't know. Oh. What? Okay.
With Ada and EKC on a panel with her later on in the evening, Vada said that I had a record worse than Letitia Bias. I don't have a record.
Financial record.
But to claim that I'm a paid pedo protector is, I'm misinformation from EKC. I need to correct. I would gladly do that, but today I'm kind of I've got a thing laid out. If it's okay, we'll do it tomorrow. I don't pay attention to EKC. 99% of the information that comes out of her is misinformation. I don't know what's going on with their involvement in this or how they are twisting it, but we'll get into that too. Nat Flo, Manda Bear, Bama Beauty, Brianna, Becca. I know I'm not going to be able to answer your guys' questions.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to part with this thought. So I wonder if throughout the whole thing with Unirock and Lettergate and everything, if it seemed like Nonsense really kind of got pissed off about that. The few comments she made about big deal, she got a letter. Anyone could get a fucking letter. With how she turned on Unirock right as this was happening, I almost think she envisioned herself being the person who was going to not cancel Unirock. Well, I mean, I think she did envision herself as someone who would cancel Unirock. Cancellation was never anything on my mind, and if he is canceled, I don't want it to be because of anything I did. I don't want that on my conscience, but I bet it just burns her up that she had nothing to do with anything that befall him. I'm not saying I did either. I didn't. Unirock is ultimately responsible for that by his lying and then doubling down on the lies. That's what did it for Unirock. But I do like that I had a hand in exposing that where she didn't. Yeah, I'm going to be petty about that. And about how I seem to be a good chunk of the content for Nonsense's page. Not just me alone, don't get me wrong. Although I do think I contribute quite a bit to that. But Molly obviously did, probably more so than anyone. Vada, Elle, Justin, Unirock, Renelle. I just love that I'm a part of that. And I think I'm a pretty noticeable part of that, you know? Even though she never talks about me, she never watches me. She knows nothing about me and myself or any of us over here. Like, it's not what her channel's about. We have nothing to do with what her content is. We have nothing to do with her content. Oh God, that's so funny shit. Anyway. Oh yeah, Kitty is adorable, you know. Thank you. On that note, I'm out of here. I'm tired. But I'm glad I got the stream out. And you know what? I'm glad that I waited, that my recording got fucked up rather, and then I waited. Because this, I think, was the perfect way to respond to this, if at all. I think maybe possibly not even responding would have been warranted as well. But if I were to respond, I'm glad that this is the route I chose or got stuck with choosing whatever. Because I feel good about this. I do. I don't feel good about it, but I feel good with the decision I made here and the decisions I didn't make here. So that's what I feel good with. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. And I'm sure, I'm going to stream again before Christmas. So I'll see you guys around. Bye, everyone.